Hey guys, how's everything going? Today I'm going to be taking a look at, ta-da, the Atari 7800 Pro System. It's a great little system. It was the last system released by Atari in the 1980s. It's weird, the story of this system. It was originally scheduled to be released in 1984, but there was a video game crash at the time, and Atari was hesitant, so they delayed the release of this machine by a couple of years, and finally released it in 1986, I believe. And by that time, the games that were available for the system, which were mostly arcade ports like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Asteroids, stuff like that, were becoming obsolete. And that's too bad, because this is a great little system. It has some of the greatest home ports of any video game that I've ever seen. Here's a look at it. Here you have your cartridge port, a bit dusty. There we go. Still a bit dusty. I gotta clean my place a bit. You got this nice logo over here, all engraved in the sheet of aluminum on top with a rainbow stripe. Got your power and pause over here, which I'm not crazy about. I kind of wish the pause was on the controller. And yes, I'm going to be talking about this controller in a bit. And over here you have your select and reset. And you have two difficulty switches right next to the controller ports, of which there are two. It works with all standard Atari joysticks, although you're going to want a 2-button joystick for this because most 7800 games use 2 buttons. And it works with 7800 games, like these guys. And this is what your standard 7800 game looked like. You can usually tell the difference because Atari VCS games are in full color, 7800 games are in black and white. And it's usually written 7800 system. And the system also worked with these guys, Atari VCS games. It was completely backwards compatible with the Atari VCS. Which brings me to one of the things I don't particularly like about the system. It's got the exact same sound chip as the Atari 2600. And, well, I like the sound personally, but some people I think that they should have upgraded that along with the rest of the system. But hey, they didn't do it, so that's okay. Another thing is that the controllers that came with the system weren't very good from what I hear. I've never actually played on one, but I've seen them and I've heard some nasty things about them. The big stick is awkward, the controller itself is awkward. So I got myself one of these guys. I was lucky to get this. This is the European control pad for the 7800. Got 2 action buttons over here, little nub. I just wish it had the start and select, pause and select on the controller itself, but it doesn't, so that's okay. This controller works extremely well. If you have a 7800, pick one up. Believe me, you'll be thankful. So that's about it for this system. Oh, the plugs. In the back, it has a proprietary plug, a weird little plug in the back, which I'm not crazy about because if you bust your power supply, or if you rip the cord, you're gonna have a hard time finding a power plug that fits. And if you get one of these systems, make sure you get the power plug that fits. And it's got standard RF output. Love the system. It's great. It plays thousands of games for both systems, the Atari VCS and the 7800. It does not play 5200 games because the cartridge sizes are different. You're collecting Atari? Yes, Max, you said meow. Sorry, that was my cat. If you're collecting for Atari, I would recommend you pick one of these up. Just make sure you get the power supply and try and get one of these guys. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you found this video useful, and take care.